You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White sports fans. Well, over the weekend, in case you did not know this, there was a bit of a Star is Born situation that happened during the Team USA women's basketball final, a gold medal game between France and the USA. And her name was Gabby Williams, a player that had already spent 5 seasons in the WNBA. And after this weekend's game, hell of a lot of people were asking questions about why in the world is she not in the league, right? And she's come out, she's made 2 sets of comments. Number one, why she won't come back or doesn't want to come back to the WNBA right now. One of it's money. She's getting paid more money overseas to play basketball. All right? And now eventually their salaries will increase. Why? Because they got a TV media rights deal that's 4 times what they're making this year. All right? It's going from $60 million up to about $260 million in one season. Well, one will assume, because the reason these salaries in the NFL and in the NBA are so big is because of television revenue money. We just saw how much money the NBA got, and there was a bidding war for a product that's had the ratings go down, right? But a hell of a lot of money was paid out, and that's why you see these salaries. So one could assume that Gabby will end up back in the WNBA at some point because the salaries are going to go up. My gut feeling is they're going to be 2 to 3 times as high in about 3 or 4 years as they are now. I don't think it would be out of the realm of possibility that you're going to see salaries be more like $250,000 a year. All right, somewhere in that neighborhood instead of $80,000 a year. So Gabby Williams scored 19 points, grabbed 7 rebounds, dished out 3 assists, had 3 steals, and she nearly, of course, won the game on this shot at the buzzer. And unfortunately for her, her foot was on the 3-point line, or this would have tied the game. Now, one could certainly argue, and that's Gabby right there, right here, looking very concerned, because I don't know if she realized her foot was on the line or not, and maybe she thinks they'll see something different when they look at it, but it wasn't close, okay? But a lot of people are like, well, why isn't she on a roster? And the salary is the reason. I would love to be in the WNBA because it's the best league in the world for women's basketball, most competitive, highest level, and it's not even close. Unfortunately, she just says it doesn't pay the most. We know that there were rumors that Brittany Griner was making $1 million to play in Russia. All right, so that's why she was going over there. Probably best not to smuggle in cannabis. But that has led to a bit of a recruiting effort from Angel Reese. Now, in case you don't know this, Gabby Williams has already played for the Chicago Sky once. All right, and after watching the performance this weekend, Angel Reese was like, well, I need to get you back on this team, right? And come play for the Sky. So this was her pitch. Okay, now that game is over, would you like to be a part of the Chicago Sky again? At Gabby Williams 15. I thought it wouldn't hurt to try, laugh my ass off. Of course, you can imagine that got a lot of attention, right? Well, the response was not what Angel was looking for, let's put it that way. Or we could go play for a different organization. Yikes. This makes the Chicago Sky look terrible. Now, it should be noted the Chicago Sky has had a change of leadership, but Gabby Williams don't give a rat's. She don't care. So, Angel Reese answered sigh with a tear emoji right there. And she just came right out and kept it real. They did me dirty, girl, but I'm still your biggest fan. Yikes. Yikes. That's an indictment of the organization where she played. Now, in case you're wondering, in the WNBA, This is her stat line for her career. 7.1 points a game, 3.9 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1.3 steals. She certainly was productive. And nobody's going to act like she's not, and she's a power forward, right? But that recruiting pitch from Angel Reese did not go so well at all. And on top of it, Gabby just crapped all over that organization, which is pretty hilarious, really and truly, when you think about it. Now, my question would be, if you're going to play with a superstar, I've got a theory that in much the same way that players wanted to go to New England to play with Tom Brady, you will see players either from overseas or as free agents slowly but surely want to navigate their way where? The Indiana Fever to play with Caitlin Clark. And if you're a scorer and you know she dishes the ball out in the record-setting manner in which she does with all of that playmaking ability, I mean, Lord knows, if her teammates could actually catch the ball when she got it to them, oh, there's no telling where their numbers would be right now. Now, the only problem with the Indiana Fever, and this is going to be an obstacle, is that head coach, Christy Sides, and who's going to be willing to play for her. That's why I keep saying it's so important for the Indiana Fever to change coaches and run and get an NBA coach with an actual name to them. But the Chicago Sky, they can forget it. Evidently, it doesn't matter if Angel Reese is there, if they've changed all their leadership in their front office and their coach. Gabby Williams told Angel Reese, she gave her the Dikembe Mutombo on social media. I'm not coming to the Chicago Sky at all. And your league doesn't pay shit. Guess what? Now that Caitlin Clark's in the league, they're going to end up paying some real money. Seriously. But if you were a free agent, where would you want to go? Chicago Sky or Indiana Fever? And play with a player that I think a lot of us believes by the time her career is over in, say, 15 years, she will be viewed as the greatest to ever play women's basketball. I think a lot of players like Gabby might say, yeah, I'll just go to Indiana and be a part of that whole thing. I mean, how much have they really changed the environment in Chicago when they're willing to have a player with the attitude of Kennedy Carter on that team anyway? Oh, yeah, somebody's got some great leadership skills, really. She just goes out there and does whatever she wants and treats other players on other teams however she wants. Chicago Sky and Angel Reese got rejected. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.